Hey, good afternoon. We're sitting out here one of our pieces, checking on our big and beastie food plot from Frigid Forage, and this thing has really came up very well. Planted it August 21st. We had a rain come in that day or that evening, and then we're sitting here September 14th, and we've got a really good start. As you guys can see, I mean, there is some weed growth on here, but as expected, you know, I've been doing this for over 10 years now on this type of food plots, and the steps I'm taking on that is I brush hog it about July. I'll come back in here with the workhorse sprayer and spray all this stuff down, and then I'll come back in with the Swisher brush hog again and knock down any kind of vegetation I'm seeing, and then at that point in time I'm ready to plant right before that rain. And as you guys can see, I mean, it is going to produce a lot of forage for the deer. From that tree line back, roughly, I'm going to say it's probably half an acre to 3/4 of an acre right here. This is all big and beastie. And then from that tree line on past over there, and then back in there another 40-60 yards is what Frigid Forage has is wild game buffet. And what that is you've got a ton of clovers within that food plot mix, and then you've also got the brassicas that are the same thing as what you've got in the big and beastie that act as a cover crop for the fall. So in turn, what you've got is you've got a ton of forage for your deer in the fall, and then with that clover coming up, you're also going to be able to take care of your turkeys as well as your deer going into the spring months. And it just works out very well. That combination I've used for quite a few years now. Big and beastie has been one of my favorites of all time food plot mixes, and you know, it's essentially as easy as brush hogging, spraying, and then, you know, if you need to brush hog again, so be it. If not, then you're ready for that first rain, and you're going to be ready to rock and roll, and you should have a pretty good established plot like this. You know, this full plot's about 2 acres. You know, I'm no farmer by no means, but at the same time, this is going to be a great food plot to be able to hunt over and harvest deer, and then in the spring you'll be able to hopefully get on some turkeys and maybe harvest 1 or 2 of those. So just wanted to give you guys an update on that, you know, as well as the philosophy and strategy I've used in the last 10 to 12 years on these particular kind of food plots. And you know, they've worked out very well with limited maintenance, no need to till or drill. You know, if you got the equipment, more power to you. You know, you're able to do a lot more, you know, with soybeans, corn, you know, as well as, you know, throwing your big and beastie and wild game buffet in that drill or tilling it. So, you know, just another philosophy or another strategy. You know, if you don't have that kind of equipment, you know, if you got your lawnmower, weed, or whatever you got in a backpack sprayer, you can establish a food plot. So if you get the chance, check out the Frigid Forage products. I'd highly recommend them, and best of luck on your guys' upcoming season.